Hi, today Luisa and I will have a short discussion about one of the most attractive tax status available to foreign individuals who want to live in Portugal. Hello, Luisa.
Hi, Olivier. I'm pleased to be here once again with you. First of all, it is important to get a simple idea of what is the non-habitual resident status. The main purpose of the non-habitual resident status, called NHR, is to attract foreigners with high value added potential, such as skilled employees. Under certain conditions, the NHR status allows a tax rate on income of 20% or even a total tax exemption. Non-habitual resident individuals may enjoy such status for a 10-year period, after which they will be taxed under the standard tax regime.
That's very interesting, Luisa. I believe that such favorable tax regime is not granted automatically to any individual relocating in Portugal. Could you please give me the main conditions you must meet in order to benefit from the NHR regime?
Of course, Olivier, the tax residence rules are a crucial point on this regime because the NHR scheme is granted to people who become Portuguese tax resident and provided they are not being taxed in Portugal during the 5 years preceding the application. Basically, an individual is deemed resident for tax purpose in Portugal if staying more than 183 days in the Portuguese territory, whether these days are consecutive or not in any 12-month period, or if staying for a shorter period, having in Portuguese territory or any day of the period referred, duly considered as a place of habitual abode.
However, as a rule, individuals that fulfill any of the conditions you have referred become tax resident in Portugal from the first day of staying in Portugal. And in practice, how is it possible to apply for this NHR regime?
No, it is quite simple. An application must be submitted until March 31 of the tax year following the one in which Portuguese tax residence is acquired. And from 2016 onwards, the application is done through the tax authority's website.
Thanks, it's clear. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to come back on the content of the regime. As far as I know, in April 2020, the regime has been changed and pension income obtained from foreign source that were tax exempt are now taxable at the rate of 10%. But what about the other income, such as professional income or passive income? How were they taxed according to the NHR status?
Okay, I will try to simplify it. Employed and self-employed income derived in Portugal from high-valued activities that are listed in the recent updated law ordinance. And you have, for example, doctors, engineers, university professors, information and communication technology specialists, or even company directors are subject to a tax flat rate of 20%. And passive income from non-Portuguese sources is in general tax exempt for 10 consecutive years. This means that foreign individuals can potentially receive rental income, real estate gains, interest, dividends, and employed work income from non-Portuguese sources by being tax exempt. It is important to note that this may apply even if income is not actually taxed in the country of origin.
So if I understand correctly, foreign income can escape Portuguese taxation under the NHR regime. Does it mean that if they are not taxed even in a limited way in a foreign country, so at source, the situation could potentially lead to an absence of taxation in both countries?
Yes, for sure. And that is totally correct. And that is why the regime can be so attractive to individuals that wish to come and live in Portugal. And please note that Portugal has no inheritance and gift taxes. Only a limited tax stamp can be due in some circumstances.
Well noted. I will keep in mind that Portugal has a very attractive regime. Thank you very much, Luisa. I think there is much more to say about this great Portuguese tax regime, and I'm looking forward to discussing it with you again.
No, thank you. Thank you so much, Olivier. It was a pleasure to have the opportunity to share these ideas with you, and I believe that our two companies will have more chances to discuss this NHR tax regime in the future.